Hello everyone! Today I have urge to actually address one topic which bugs me probably more than it should, and I saw recently GeoFatboy's review of Parker variant, but it still applies for Merkur Progress because almost any other video on YouTube is addressing this, and that is if you don't align these two dots on Merkur Progress or any similar razor with this adjustability mechanism, it won't work. This is irritating me so much because see this? It's a metric thread. There's no big philosophy. So what it means? It is a right thread. So if you move it like this in the point of my fingers, the thread is going upwards, meaning if you're tightening on the right side, it will tighten the head, and maybe to show you on this side, if you move the right thread on the left side, it will open. So what will happen if I on purpose mismatched? So on the top cap, you see there is no blade in here, dot. It's on this side. So index finger on the clean one, popping the new blade, and the triangle is going to be misaligned. So let's have this started a little bit, tighten all through the end, and as you can see, triangle on the bottom, nothing on the top, because the little line is on this side. So is your Merkur Progress broken right now? No, it isn't. The only thing which is broken is your blade, your settings alignment, because right now it is pointing at 3.5 on my razor. I guess maybe in production they will not be exactly the same on your one, but let's just presume this. For the same increments of the dial, you will have more transverse movement of the thread. So if I'm starting from 3.5, then 4.5 would be number 1, 5.5 would be number 2, then let's say number 2, 2.5 would be number 3, and 3.5 would probably be closer to my usual setting number 4. As you can see, there is pretty much gap. Maybe I could go a little bit down, but with adjustable razors it's all philosophy. You just crank it up or down, and I guess there is no mechanical point of view why this shouldn't be working. So I will perform razor shave with this setting. That's why I prepared my ladder up front, just to show that even though you're not having the setting which is starting from 1 or 0 if you wish, it's not that you will lose any quality of the shave. Of course, since it is pretty much clear and I don't see any real point for this experiment and why you shouldn't pay attention. I mean, it's not a big deal, it's just aligning two pieces of metal one to another. But I was pretty annoyed by this claim that you must align the markings it won't work otherwise, something horrible is going to happen, the head is not going to close as it should, but in reality, I mean, it's just one thread, so just because you're not starting from the same position, it's really no other reason to actually be afraid or to think that your razor won't work, because it's the same thread. You're just moving yourself from starting point 0 towards maybe 2.5, 3.5. So let's perform some shave. I do have just 1 day of beard growth. So far, I feel no difference on the skin. I hope you can hear the feedback. Rinsing well, the blade alignment is, as you can see, pretty even on both sides. I'm having reflection, so I think it's maybe intentional clickbait, you know, just to drive your attention to importance of correct alignment. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't align it, because what is the point of having that number markings if you're not going to use them? But still, I think that reasoning behind this claim was completely wrong. Because from any other standpoint, if I didn't show you this on the start of the video, I would probably say this is number 4. So I'll re-wet my face a little bit. And reapply some more leather. At this moment I haven't made the picture for the thumbnail, so I'm using Nivea shaving cream, the blue one. The brush is Smoke, the Queen of Boars 2000. And let's do the cleanup. Just regular Merkur comfort and efficiency of higher settings. Nothing to complain about. But still, before I continue, if you notice any mechanical failures or misalignments, definitely return it to the sender, because you should get the value for your price. And just in case they mess something in the factory and you receive the faulty thread or anything else which causes you bad shaves from your Merkur, then definitely it's a reasonable thing to return, to ask a new razor. But simply this thing of marketing and aligning the top cap and the bottom part is, I think, exaggerated. Yes, the numberings won't be correct. But as you can see, it's really not affecting the shave style and results. A little bit under the nose. I have small herpes, so let's be careful around that one. And yeah, no weepers, super smooth, clean. I will rinse the razor so you can see that I didn't change anything, but you can see a little bit that it is still wrongly adjusted, so I think that people are just overreacting to some common sense things. And yeah, this is it. Maybe a little bit of aftershave splash, just so you can see if there was any difference in. No, still smooth, still nice, no burning. So even misaligned, the progress was pretty comfortable. I'm very satisfied with the closeness of the shave. It was very nice, very smooth cutting, not a big deal. A tiny weeper in here, but for a daily shaves it's just as usual for myself. So I hope you enjoyed this myth debunking. I hope you will now have less fears when it comes to this razor. I will still unload it and now put it correctly, because I don't want to actually think about am I starting from 3.5 or 4 or 2.5. So when everything is nice and aligned, we have number 1 as expected. So everything nice and clean. Let's go and crank it again to 4, so you can see, maybe not now, but on setting 4 I usually see the bullet pins in the gap between the blade, so maybe here with the white background you can see now the bullet pins. So actually it was all the same exposure, no big deal. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.